You gotta pick.
And then you need to record as I play the theme music.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you haven't listened to it either.
No. Ready?
Hang
I'm
on.
gonna turn my phone off.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want any more distractions.
No more distractions. Guys, this is
Okay.
number 64. We're outside Cardiff City. Welcome. I don't know who our sponsor is this week.
Gary.
Gary's coma.
Homer.
Oh, what's happened?
Oh, his battery's dead.
Big ramble, take 3.
There we go. We're in. 64.
64 we are now.
Goddamn
Flipping hell.
Secret location.
Special
This
location
week.
for number 64.
Very
Number
special.
64.
Mm-hmm.
Should we throw to our jingle?
This week, Gary has gone into a coma. He was changing one of his bunk beds when suddenly the bunk bed fell on him. At this time, we have no leader. Will he recover? We hope so. We are in a state of limbo, unable what to do now. All of Gary's workers are just standing in a warehouse, looking up at the mural of Gary that is on the ceiling. We hope he's okay. We hope he's back next week. All hail Gary. All hail Gary.
Grandma's ill, will she pull through?
Right.
That's all I can
that's
hear
the
in my
wrong
head
one.
every day. Big derby day.
Hey guys, did anyone see Arsenal play Tottenham Hotspur?
Yeah, it was
Everything you'd want from a derby and more.
Yeah, it was a fantastic game.
a good
Absolutely
game.
loved it.
It was a good game.
Did you like the fisticuffs? The handbag?
I loved
the
all of
handbag
that.
fisticuffs?
It was good. Look, what I like more than the handy bags.
Handbag
The
fisticuffs.
It's a mixture of fisticuffs and handbags.
Yes,
Handy
the handy
bags.
bags was Arsenal yet again just showing some grit.
Yeah. Literally showing fight.
Yeah, it's
Literal.
what they've been missing.
When I say literal, I mean literal.
It's what they've been missing as well. It's that they've always had skillful players, and now they've not only got skillful players, but they've got nasty.
Yeah, we're seeing a different Arsenal.
Yeah.
We're definitely seeing a different Arsenal that can
They
come
did
back
Spurs.
from.
I think the quality of their
Adversity.
goals when they were
that's
down,
what-
like Aubameyang was absolutely gold in that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
he's been great. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm glad he's getting credit.
Yeah.
He absolutely deserves. That penalty was cool,
Yeah, it was really.
so cool, and that finish, how he hit it so quick when they were a goal behind,
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
It was just like the reaction when they went 4-2 up as well. I mean, it was just like it was. You're not coming here and beating us. We've dragged ourselves up from behind. Massive celebration. The fans going crazy.
Yeah.
Just completely the opposite of what we've seen the last few years. We've seen the skills and when they can really steamroller teams when it's going well. But that kind of reaction when it's when the test when it's not going your way immediately, to then suddenly turn it around and say
Do you know what a factor was? It was Eric Dyer. If he didn't react the way he did,
some people have said that. Yeah.
there
There's
would
an
have
element
been
of it.
there would have been no reaction, no fire in the belly. The other thing I really liked is Mike Dean. Mike Dean should be on Strictly Come Dancing the way he moves.
I saw a stat that Mike Dean is
him on.
number 2 in the penalty chart. So if you look at the teams who's been awarded the most penalties in Premier League history, Mike Dean, if he was a football team, is second on that list for the number of penalties he's awarded.
Wow.
Which
We did see a bit of energy as well, boys, didn't we? Who did we see some energy from?
Yeah, Unai
Unai energy.
Unai energy.
That's another thing you wouldn't see.
I think that they're a different proposition, Arsenal these days, and
I posed the question last week: the most fierce attacking front formation in the Premier League right now. Is there anyone else you can top?
it's got to be up there. I mean,
It's
Well, it
up
has to
there.
be.
but
On form
I
though,
think-
I'd still have Salah, Mane and Firmino. They're my front three.
When Firmino's
They're the best front attacking
in.
line in the Premier League.
you're
for
missing
me.
out Sturridge.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. I'm also missing out Divock Origi.
We'll get
Mitch
into,
thought he was dead.
we'll get,
I thought he was dead.
We'll get into Divock Origi.
Mitch thought Divock Origi was dead.
I got-
Can we?
Two things to add to this. One of them, the Torreira, he probably should have squared it, but why would he take his shirt off? I don't get why players take their shirt off. Mitch,
Because
can you
he's-
explain why players take their shirt off?
He
Because
just waxed.
the goal.
He's
you know,
very smooth as well.
He's,
Yeah, he
yeah,
does.
he's got some nice tats. You know, he wants to show
Yeah.
them off.
That's
And he
probably
just
it.
thinks, you know, it's just the
passion.
moment, isn't it? It's the
I'm
moment.
happy. I'm happy
You
for him to
forget
do
where
that.
you are, and you
Where's
like,
the
oh,
knee
I want
slide
to take my
from?
clothes off.
I'm happy.
It's-
I'm happy.
The
knee
knee
slide-
slide was my favourite
The
part
knee,
of the
the
whole
knee
day.
slides
Yeah.
in all capable of all men of all ages at any point in their lives.
But if you
right?
do
That's what we were
if you're there,
signifying.
it was the way he's kind of looking up, and he had his eyes when he did the knee slide. It was that was what made it a great knee slide.
Can we? I just want to give you a quote that Ted Knutson said
We like
from
taking
Stats
it,
Bomb.
Stats Bomb.
He
Ted
said
Knutson.
that he doesn't like Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan.
He is
as
an
well.
Arsenal fan.
He said he doesn't like Arsenal's first half. He loves their second.
Yeah.
And he said what he likes now is it's almost as if Emery sets up in the first half to work out the opposition, knowing that he's still got 45 minutes to finish him off. And so he goes in at half time and goes, that's how they're playing. Right, if you move there, you do that, and then bang, we'll score 3 goals.
So there's
I would-
no
I'd
that
love it if that was true.
eradicates all panic of what
Yeah.
we've seen
Yeah.
Arsenal and many other teams go before. Because if their heads go down at like half time and they think of that mentality to get over, which we've seen Arsenal crumble time and time again,
Yep.
that's not
Yeah.
a good thing.
yeah.
Exactly.
Can we just look ahead briefly to the games that are happening right now
Yeah.
as we
Or
speak?
I don't know. Should we?
They're both involved. No, we should. As it stands, United and Arsenal
It
is
seems like you were happy now.
United.
happy.
And no, I'm not. No, United are awful. I'd
'Cause
rather watch
on the way
Wickham.
here,
I'd rather watch
we had
Wickham.
a difference of opinion, but then Anthony Martial slapped one in.
Well, they're currently at the minute. United are currently being figured out by Unai Energy, so it'll be fine. Because in the second half, you go,
I'm glad you said
right,
figured
they're,
out
they're
there.
awful. They're yeah. I got to be careful with the way you've got always figured. Spurs are playing Southampton, and we don't know the score, but Spurs have won. So Spurs have won that one.
That's true.
We can't predict the future, but we can predict that Spurs have won. They played really well and scored a load of goals.
Yeah. And
Southampton-
Kane had 4 or 5.
Yeah, Southampton are continuing to show why they're the worst team in the league.
Right, that's that.
I love it if Southampton win now.
Yeah.
We just cut that bit off. Oh my god. Imagine that. Oh boy, Southampton are 2-1 up. Oh, I can't believe it.
Harry Kane's. Oh,
Oh, Kane has snapped
Bottled
both
it.
his mess. He still scored against them though afterwards. We're talking Merseyside derby now, aren't we?
we'll go Mersey.
Clippity Klopp.
It's half time. It's 1-1.
Clip Klopp.
Let me.
It's about three.
I'm
It's an
gonna
8
copy
o'clock
these
kick-off
down.
that
Well,
one. Don't
look
you
at
forget.
this, eh?
Don't
Copy
forget
it,
it's an
right.
8 o'clock kick-off.
Never forget it's an 8 o'clock kick-off.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. I'm trying to do this as I go along so that it makes it easier later.
Oh,
But
that
my
just
mind's
causes-
already gone. No, leave it.
Your mind's a wandering.
Right then.
Right.
Let's just
We've
talk
got to
Liverpool.
back the heck off Jordan Pickford for this.
No. I've got notes.
Oh,
Pickford, nightmare, was going over the
oh
bar.
my days.
Was going over
So
the bar.
what? All the other good stuff which he done in that game. No matter.
Yeah, I know, but you don't get
No matter.
goals given to you for doing good stuff.
When Virgil van Dijk just slapped that and didn't even look that
Yeah,
shot
that-
slash
Well, clearance over the bar.
that slash clearance. He looked back. He was trotting off and taking a draw there.
Yeah, it was
That was just a freak occurrence.
Right, let's go. So
Liverpool Everton.
Yeah, Ford Fred Keno is
Ford
back.
Fred Keno. I like this name.
Right, yeah. So we'll talk briefly some Merseyside derby then.
Gomez clearance first of all. Just want to say epic.
Yeah,
Yes.
Give him
Awesome.
any credit for that?
he's
Yeah.
great. I love Joe Gomez.
Okay,
Great
thank
player.
He's a great player. He's superb.
you. Other thing is a very Walkosian performance from Theo.
Yeah, it's
So
he had,
well
he had that chance in the first half where I was just like, if that was Richarlison or Sigurdsson on the end of that, they'd have scored that.
Yeah,
He's
Everton.
got-
Everton
Everton
had their
fans.
chances
He's
in that
got-
game.
Everton
all
fans
the
just went,
talent.
"Oh my God, it's Theo Walcott."
He's got
Yeah.
all the talent. He just can't unlock it. and he's proven that
Yeah.
on another level with Everton right now.
I said this way back over a year ago on this podcast. I said back in the day, I always wanted Rooney and Walcott. Can I pose a question to you both? Can I give you a question?
Should we,
Go on.
hang on.
Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
Was that showing Liverpool character, or was he a prancing?
I liked it. I liked it. I liked it because because it
yeah.
shows passion and it gets away from the media related world which we're used to seeing, and so that's what you get from Jurgen Klopp.
I would have,
That's what you get.
I mean, it would have been annoying if you just conceded that goal and you're the opposition and you saw him celebrating. But at the end of the day, I think having managers that have got passion like that is a good thing.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, he apologised.
Yeah,
to
that was to
Marcus
say.
Silva.
Actually,
Oh, so
I
showed his
think he
class.
took it on the chin, and I think people get fed up of sort of managers that kind of moan and are always see things through their own, you know, their own perspective. But actually, he took it on the chin. He did take it on the chin. He said, look, you know, rules are there. I
apologised straight away.
I went overboard. He apologised. You could see him apologise to Marcus Silva just as the whistle went. He apologised in the interview afterwards. He understands it. I mean, I do understand. There's a separate question as to whether you think, yeah, he should be fined, which I think is fair enough because you can't.
Well, he should take the fine.
But he's taken it, and you know, I think, yeah. I mean, you'd be slightly aggrieved if you just conceded that goal and you see the manager jumping and running around the pitch. But you know, I'd rather have more characters in the game
All
than
right.
not.
I'm gonna make a statement now. You're gonna disagree, but I'm taking the stance that was an absolute freak goal, and Jordan Pickford should not be cast aside. Keepers Union is behind him because it was just an insane goal. That was just. It just happened. The way that spun off the bar at that particular angle, that particular time, after he did his best to get his hand out and over it, it just spun in a really weird way because he was seeing that out. I'm not having it that people being too harsh on Jordan Pickford.
I agree.
After the very good game that he actually had.
Yeah, I agree. You don't have to be too harsh. However,
Wasn't a howler.
There's two separate questions though.
No, exactly. It's not massively error. It's not a massive error compared to what other errors we've seen. But it was an error. The ball was going over.
I don't think it's justified how harsh.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
No, I don't think
And
it needs to
you
be too
outside
hard.
earlier,
I'm
nipping in.
It doesn't have to be too hard. However, you can't. It's not one or the other. It's not. This was really bad. It was his fault. But he had a good game up till then. It doesn't matter. He could have had the best game in the world up till then. They still lost 1-0.
It was an error, but I wouldn't. I don't think that people need to. Yeah, all goalkeepers, even top goalkeepers, make it. I think he's a great goalkeeper.
De Gea's going through it now.
But
though.
yeah,
you know,
he's made a
De
few,
Gea's making a few errors, and we said a few weeks back, didn't we? Where we're just like
We did as well.
the thought of there's rumours that Juventus want to sign De Gea now. That's what they want to do. And we were saying, imagine De Gea just being like saying to his agent, he's like, they've got Bonucci and Chiellini in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Phil Jones. Get me them on the phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But-
Smalling.
And
what
that
are you
hasn't been
doing?
talked about. And yeah, all right, it's not. Like I say, it's not that big.
No.
Of an
If De
error.
Gea leaves, would you blame him?
No, not at all. I would have already left. We're gonna just talk a bit of Brighton madness.
We're going to go on the Trans Brighton Express.
Brighton Express. We're on.
Nice.
One stop to Brighton.
Sussex.
Very green, very green in Brighton. Evergreen.
It's very green
Is
right
it
now.
East Sussex? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is East Sussex.
Somewhere around there.
It's green. It's
right.
evergreen.
We can't. It was evergreen, like Glenn Murray, who should have won the
No.
Ballon d'Or.
You'd have come,
He was ahead of Messi.
you'd have come fourth.
He
He was
fourth.
ahead of Messi.
Everyone else was ahead of Messi. They were on a bit of a roll, Brighton.
They are. I couldn't
Couple of
believe
good wins.
they went 1-0 up, and then they got a man sent off, and I thought, oh, here we go.
And they still went mad.
And then they
Did you
scored.
actually
They
say,
went,
here we go?
and I didn't see the rest of the score until it was 3-0 at half time. I was like, hang on, are they still a man down? Have I missed
Yeah.
something? What's happened? And then I realised Glenn Murray's worth
In
5.
fairness, Shane Duffy, there's never
And
a dull
Knockout,
moment.
your favourite.
Well, yeah, Knockout, my favourite player.
Knockout, your favourite. Shout
my
out
God.
to Knockout.
Definitely not.
Shout out.
Taking that back. He's
Knockout,
not having one of
shout
them.
out.
Knockout, shout out.
Do you know what? They've got a team of they get coached
Yeah.
to
They
the
got a
max.
coach. They got a coach. They haven't got a manager.
They got a coach. They're coached to the max.
Coached.
Brighton, I think.
Yeah, they got some good players as well. I picked them to go down, but
That's an error now, isn't it? Looking
It's a
back.
bit of an error. You haven't seen the other.
Embarrass-
I
embarrass
saw
yourself,
some of
haven't
them.
you?
I saw one of my predictions. You want to know one of my predictions? Because I read them the other day.
Yeah,
Go on.
Top goal scorer in the league. Can you
Lukaku.
I said Lukaku.
I remember that.
I should have picked Shane Duffy.
Yeah, I know. He's prolific, isn't he?
Yeah.
But with the prolific,
Glenn Murray's got a shout, I'm telling you, at the Golden Boot, yeah.
if Glenn
You're not
Murray,
beating Aubameyang.
Imagine, well, he is at the minute.
What's he got?
He already
No,
is.
he's not.
Yeah, he is. He's got 9, I think.
Yeah, Aubameyang's got 10.
All right. All right, what are you? President of the Aubameyang fan? I didn't
Yes.
I didn't release a diss track.
he did.
It's not like I released an Aubameyang diss track. I'm just saying, like Glenn Murray, stand down. All right.
So Brighton, so a good season for Brighton for me,
Brighton.
17th, but they might actually do a lot better than that.
Yeah, they might do.
And yeah, in fairness to them, I thought they were going to go down last season. I don't think I predicted them to go down this season, but
No, you didn't.
but anything
You
that
said
they
Everton.
achieve, I didn't say Everton. I said Watford. That was a bit of an error. But in fairness, the job that Chris Hughton's done at Brighton is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think absolutely getting the maximum out of that squad. If they
Maximum.
get injuries,
You,
then that could
you
be
a
an
Gross
issue.
fan?
Yeah,
It's good.
Yeah,
He's great.
he's a great player.
Yeah,
It
really
was
good.
just madness. The whole thing was just absolute ludicrous football. I loved it.
Are we
It
having
was
like a
brilliant.
Roy appreciation? But not now.
Not now.
We appreciate that he
One
lost
thing
to
that I do
Brighton.
want to say is,
It's a draw against Man U.
yeah, draw against United.
Forgot already. Sorry.
Why is this game classed as a derby? Brighton versus Palace.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's the most ridiculous. If like any Brighton and Palace
Is it because
fans
of
who
the-
are watching or listening,
I think I know.
chill out.
I think I know why. It's
Just
because
chill out. You're not a rivalry.
it's the Seagulls versus the Eagles,
It's
and
easy.
that is
Ah.
why it's a derby. Because
Cross one out.
yeah,
Eagles.
yeah, that's why.
That's it.
That's
There you go.
awesome.
Done it. Which is 64 Eagles versus Eagles.
No, Seagulls versus the Eagles. If you technically want to be right,
Eagles.
it's the Seagulls versus the
Eagles.
Eagles.
The Stevens.
Like in our stories.
I know.
Hey, it's addictive.
Right, we ready?
Yeah,
Euro 2020. I don't know the group.
we're going
I've
on the
forgotten them, so I
European
need to see 'em.
Transatlantic Euro Express.
Right, ready?
Yeah,
All aboard.
All aboard! Chew,
aboard.
chew. Get,
All of Europe.
get your tickets, tea and coffee in the,
the
front.
Trans
2020.
European
Euro
Euro
2020. We're going to talk Euro 2020.
So, shall we talk about the various groups that the home nations are involved
Yeah,
in?
England have got a
Easy.
plum, haven't they?
Do you know what, though, guys?
Easy
It
draw.
doesn't. It's irrelevant.
Why?
It's irrelevant right now to think about who's doing what because so much can change in the time. It's just like, yeah, it's nice.
Well, what? Do you want us
Let's
to
have a
stop
look at
talking about it?
I want to hear what you're saying. I'm just
But it
saying.
just started.
I'm just saying it'd be
Whatever
nice
you
to-
say,
I'll talk through the groups. But
it's
if we're going to get
irrelevant.
any more details from there, it's like
Also, bearing in mind
No,
that
we're talking groups. We're
the-
talking qualifying groups. It's
yeah,
weird.
England got. I think England got
Gibraltar
the best
could, like,
draw.
could be a superpower to.
They're not going to be a superpower. England had the best group. Ultimately, well, no, absolutely, undoubtedly, the worst group was Northern Ireland because they drew
Yeah.
the Netherlands and Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
yeah.
Well, Germany could be there for
Germany,
the taking.
I've heard Germany. are
They-
good.
Germany could be there for the taking right now. You know,
you never know. Their top two qualify as well in these groups.
Joachim Low.
Yeah, Joachim Low.
He's got a little bit of.
But guys, did you notice Wales are there?
Wales, are they? Wales is. I would describe Wales as
Great,
kind
isn't
of could be better, could be worse.
What's Wales's group?
Croatia, Slovakia, Hungary, Azerbaijan.
Yeah,
Slovakia is a tough game as well.
and Hungary. I think the
And
Hungary.
Hungary, I think
Hungary's
Wales.
one of those fixtures that if Wales are in good form and the confidence is high, they'll
Yeah.
get points no problem. But when they're not, it suddenly becomes a very very difficult game.
They need to be self-motivated as well with Ryan Giggs in charge.
Guys,
Like he's not exactly a man.
He's not
manager,
Unai
is he?
Energy, is he?
He's not Unai Energy.
He's
No.
Guys,
Ryan
He's not even
I don't know.
Diet Unai.
No way.
Is there? I'm trying to think of a play on. We got Unai Energy, but I don't think we got one with Giggs, and that says it all, really,
No,
doesn't it?
that says it all.
Yeah, that's exactly what I remember.
The,
But they're there.
do you
They're there,
want
guys.
also-
Doesn't matter. They're
do you
there.
want- did you know there was drama in this draw? Did you know that?
Tell me the drama.
Tell
The
me the
drama
drams.
was that actually
The drama
Northern
line.
Ireland were not drawn in said group of death, if you want to
What?
call it group of death. Originally, the Republic of Ireland were drawn in that group, but
No.
because of I can't actually remember the exact reason why, but it's to do with the amount of teams that are coming from certain like rankings or certain areas. They could not play Netherlands and Germany. They had to default to the next group, and that meant that they defaulted to Switzerland, Denmark, Georgia, and Gibraltar. Which Switzerland and Denmark's are tough too when you've got to get one of those top two spots. But the next team drawn out was Northern Ireland, and then that meant they went into the group with Netherlands and Germany. And
Northern Ireland, they're going to be fuming.
and then so Big Mick McCarthy, who hasn't even done anything apart from sort of put his typewriter onto the desk back in the role, suddenly had a nice stroke, or luck of the Irish, one might say.
Yeah, the nice stroke.
Stroke, yeah, stroke of the Irish.
Stroke two?
He stroked the Irish.
What?
He stroked the Irish.
What is this?
Can I just show a bit of love? Just a little bit.
Or shout
But
out.
the groups have worked. That's what you're saying.
I
The
want
groups to get here
Yeah, I want
have worked really nicely.
Look, we've also got teams like Scotland who've got an interesting draw with Belgium and Russia, but they've
not the worst draw either.
they've already got a qualifying.
Exactly. So this is where
spots.
the
They're
chaos
automatically a qualification through the Nations League.
of the Nations League is suddenly going to throw all kinds of manner of complications into this. And to be honest, you know, as you said, Al, it could all be changed soon down the
I
line.
did
Especially
say
when
that.
Gibraltar become their superpower.
2 years.
Suddenly,
2 years.
your comment from the start is now all beginning to make sense.
Shout out Group J as well with Italy and Bosnia.
Shout out.
Shout out. That's group. This week's shout out so far go to Group J
Could be anything.
and Anthony Knockout. If you keep
I
count, you
definitely
fans
did
at home.
not.
Anox.
Right here.
I've stopped.
Hey, not. I let the phone drop. That was like him diving. That is every time he gets touched. Hey, no.
Oh my god.
That was brilliant. I couldn't remember the reason why they had to move on, but they did move on. It is a true story. The Republic of Ireland were moved on. They were passed on. It was like,
Right, guys, I think we should talk some Cardiff City right now.
Cardiff City is the way to go next. The next logical step.
It was a special game. Not the last one, not the West Ham game. The one before that, the win.
Yeah.
The win. It was a great win.
it was a birthday present for Mr.
It was
Warnock.
a special 70th birthday.
70th birthday.
Got
Fair
it through
play.
the post.
I know. 3 points for you, but what did he want for his birthday? And he
I
said
think he wanted 3 points.
he wants 3 points, and he got
3
it.
points.
And I thought they deserved 3 points as well. To be
I
honest.
thought they did. Do you know who I thought was really great?
Who?
Well, loads of them, but the Hoylett goal was something special.
It was
wasn't
really
it?
good.
Something
Hoylett was
special.
really, really, really good.
Bobby Reed coming in, finding his feet a bit.
A little bit more. It worries me with Cardiff City the way they bought underneath them.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
but I
Guys,
think
a win.
and a win
That's a
from
great
win from
win as
behind
well.
as well,
Did
because
it? And it was
they.
Patterson flying to the net.
I did
2 foot the
2 foot
ball.
tackle.
2 foot tackle.
2 foot the ball
I
in
know.
the net.
And but first half they were actually Wolves are really comfortable.
Yeah.
But I actually think the
Good
way
Wolves.
they turned it round in the second half, they came out a different team. Actually, it showed that Warnock could get them into the dressing room, sort things out,
Birthday.
motivate them for the second
birthday.
half.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Come
that
on,
actually.
lads. I think he went in and was like, come on, lads.
Do you know what he did? He played conservatively first half,
Yeah.
and then got him in the dressing room and said, "I've worked out Wolves." And
Yeah, that's what it is. It is Neil Energy.
He's Neil, Neil Energy worked him out and said, "You know what we need to do is we're losing 1-0, we need to win 2-1.
We need to
That's
win
what
2-1. That's it.
And he said, that's what he said.
He's
But the Hoylett goal, guys.
It was a
Oh,
brilliant
Hoylett
finish.
goal,
And
yeah.
Hoylett winner.
Hoylett
it's his
winner.
first,
great
do you know,
finish.
fact for you,
Fact.
is Junior Hoylett's first goal in the Premier League since 1992.
He's my favourite Canadian.
First goal is since 1992 in the Premier League when he scored for Blackburn. on his
That is
debut.
insane.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So
It's
thank
his
you.
first goal for a long time.
Thank you for the win, Cardiff City.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for the energy.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Mitch from the FIFA Ramble, and whenever I'm not listening to the FIFA Ramble, I'm recording the FIFA Ramble outside a Premier League football club, Cardiff City. At the FIFA Ramble, we're all about supporting grassroots football. Yes, we know the thrill of being in those big stadiums, those huge crowds, competing for those massive trophies, supporting your club if they're in the Champions League. But remember this, supporting grassroots football is important. That's why we're here outside Kettering Town Football Club to find out what really makes them tick. The FA Cup is getting into its third round very soon, and the magic of the cup, those teams right at the bottom of the lower divisions, where it's all about a pint and a pasty and a pie at half time. That's where it matters. Support your local football team, and we're here to find out what makes Kettering Town tick.
Just subscribe. Just
Solid.
that's all we need. Subscribe.
Link in the bio
Link.
Bio.
Swipe up.
Swipe
Down.
up.
and down.
Link
Up or down.
in bio. Just go.
Go on, Mitch.
Championship corner.
Championship corner.
It's time for Championship Corner, yes. Lots to talk about because we had, since the last Championship Corner, we've had the weekend fixtures. We also had the crazy midweek fixtures this time last week where my boys Forest and Villa played out a 5-5 draw, after which I was exhausted.
You were giddy.
I was exhausted.
That's the real reason you weren't here last week, wasn't it? Because you thought, I can either go on the FIFA Ramble or I can watch Nottingham Forest.
I didn't know it was going to be 5-5.
Nottingham Forest versus Villa when...
was-
It's just another way of you trying to get onto the blades.
You just want to be at the blades all the
I
time.
was texting a Villa fan during the game, and he
Yeah.
was just like, "There's 10 minutes to go. Let's just call a truce." You know, it's 5-5. It was crazy. It looked like someone was going to score every time anyone got the ball in the first half.
Those are special days.
It was a special day, but away from that, Leeds, the 1-0 specialists with 2 1-0 wins over the last 7 days.
Bielsa
So
magic.
So they keep rolling on. Norwich with a 3-1 win against
love
Rotherham.
Norwich.
So they're still top of the league.
Can I do
Still
a little
going
shout
strong.
out?
Who are you doing a shout out for?
Shout out. Big shout out to Gary Monk at Birmingham, winning 3-0, bouncing back after a derby loss. It's
Yeah.
just what they needed.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he's done really well for them this season.
Well, look, I think they'll be there or thereabouts when it comes to promotion spots, to be honest with you.
Well, all right.
Very early days, yeah.
Don't get carried away now. There was a huge win for Sheffield Wednesday a week ago when they beat Bolton 1-0. They really needed that result. Although they're still struggling because they lost 4-2 against Blackburn, but the win was against a team down the bottom a week ago, so that was really crucial for them. But performance of the week on the weekend definitely goes to Aston Villa. 3-0 away at Borough. Borough had the best defensive record in the league. They still got the best defensive record in the league actually, but to go to Borough and score 3 unanswered goals, win 3-0, I think Villa they're looking like a side that actually is going to be knocking on the door of automatic promotion, not just of the playoffs. They're definitely moving in the right direction under Dean Smith, playing some really exciting football. Tammy Abraham, save for Lewis Graben, is scoring.
Shout out for Tammy.
Tammy.
Shout out.
Shout out.
But shout out also to Lewis Graben. Shout out. Because he's now the top scorer in the league, and Forest also in good form too. That's the Championship Corner. We're driving round corners while we're doing this as well.
Outro. Yeah.
Hang on.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. This is the outro. I'm sorry, boys. It's the end. We've come to another end of another episode.
Don't forget to thank our sponsor, Gary's Coma.
Service.
Hopefully
Something
Gary gets better before next week.
Because
We
next
really-
week's a big one, 65.
Next week.
Oh, 65.
65, and we're bringing a guest with
We
us.
are.
They're not
We're
65.
not, and we're not.
we will. be.
Yeah, we're not going to say now, are we? We're not going to.
No. No, we're not going to give it
Follow
away.
us on social media, and you will find out and listen. You
Watch football
Yeah.
responsibly. Because
I know.
when the
Six-
fun stops, stop.
Stop.
But just to remind everyone,
Drink and
although it's
gamble
65 next week,
responsibly.
Yeah.
we're not even though that's the retirement age for many now, we're not going to be
No, no,
retiring.
that's
We're
fine.
going
No.
to do more,
We're going to do
but
more.
it's still a big one. That's
Just-
not why it's a big one. We're not, it's, you know,
Hmm.
it's just going to be big because it's 65.
Yeah.
We've
Just,
got a guest.
we're not retiring.
We'll see you next week. Is what
See
we're
you
saying.
next week with 65.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right, let's end that there then.
Great outro.
Super.